Welcome everyone. This is a short sequence, level one, for if you've been sitting at a desk or on Zoom calls all day. We'll focus on front of body opening. When we sit at a desk, we tend to shorten at the front of the shoulders and the hip flexors and round the back. So this will focus on opening shoulders, opening hips, creating more length in the spine, and also on grounding the nervous system. So hopefully you leave feeling a little bit more balanced and grounded. We'll start on our backs. You may want a blanket nearby. If you have a strap or a block, you can use those also, but you don't need them necessarily. Um, so go ahead and come on down. Knees can be bent, feet to the floor, or legs extended, whichever feels better in your body today. And then place the hands on your belly and allow the eyes to close or the gaze to soften. And tune into your sense of listening. For the next few moments, allowing your listening to widen and finding all the sounds in your immediate environment. As many as you can. And then widening your listening even more to the street outside, and the world humming around you. And then pulling your listening in and finding the sound of your own breath. Just noticing if it's deep or shallow, if it's fast or slow, if the inhale or the exhale is longer. And then start to take some deeper breaths into the belly. So feeling the weight of your hands on your belly as you inhale, breathe into the hands, allowing them to lift with your inhale. And as you exhale, feel the hands settle back down towards the earth. And we'll do that for the next minute or so, deepening the breath. And what's happening here is we're breathing into the full capacity of the lungs. When we feel anxious or when we're in a fight or flight response, we tend to breathe only into the top of the lungs, which then makes us more anxious. And we can break that cycle by breathing deeper. And what's happening here is the diaphragm is moving down into the belly, pushing the organs out, which is lifting the belly as you inhale. And as you exhale, the lungs draw in, the diaphragm moves up, and the belly softens as the organs settle back in. Let's take 3 more deep breaths like this. And with your next inhale, extend the legs, reach the arms back, take a full body stretch, pressing through the heels. Deep breath in, you might open the mouth. And as you exhale, draw the right knee in towards the chest, Ardha Uttanasana. Hugging that right knee in towards the armpit, maybe giving it a little rock from side to side. And then with your inhale, press the foot straight up towards the sky. Grab a hold of the back of the leg or the outsides of the pants. You can also use a strap here if you have one. And breathe into that stretch. If you feel any tension in your back, you'll bend the left knee foot to the floor. We'll take a few breaths here, stretching the hamstring calf up to the heel. And then if your knee is bent, go ahead and straighten it. Bend the right knee again. Left hand to the outer edge of your right knee. Just push that across the body towards the ground, but not to the ground. Reach out with the right arm. Take a little gentle twist here. Inhale, filling the lungs. Exhale, turn towards your left, bend the left knee so the knees stack. Support the head on the left arm. We'll take our shoulder circles here. So inhaling, fingertips point towards me over your nose and then out over the head. As you exhale, the palm turns up as the arm goes back and around. And we'll take a few of these circles. Taking your time, especially with the exhale, allowing the weight of your arm to just tug at the front of the shoulder. And one more time around. The next time the arm goes back behind you, let the weight of it pull you back onto your back feet to the floor, knees come up back to center. Extend the legs for a moment, arms to the sides of the body. Notice the difference between the right side and the left side, especially in your hip and your shoulders. And then inhale, stretch the arms back, stretch the feet long. Exhale, draw the left knee in towards the chest, Ardha Uttanasana. Give that leg a little rock, a few inches side to side. And then with your next inhale, press the left foot up. Find that Supta Padangustasana, one-legged stretch. Right knee can be bent or extended. Just grabbing a hold of the pants or the back of the leg or a strap. That's what you have. We'll take one more breath here up into the heel. As you exhale, bend the right knee, straighten the right leg if it's bent. Right hand to the outer edge of your left knee, let it cross the body. Reach out with the left arm in the opposite direction. Just gentle stretch, inhaling. Exhale, bend into the right knee, roll on to the right side. Head on the arm, take your arm circles all the way around. Slowing down that exhale as the arm comes back behind you. Allowing the front of the shoulder to open. The next time the arm comes back behind you, let the weight of it pull you onto your back, feet to the floor, and roll all the way to the left side, pressing up through the right palm. Find your way to a tabletop. Hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. Spread the fingers out wide. Inhale, find a cow. Lift your crown and your tail. Hug the tips of the shoulder blades together. Exhale, round to cat as you press the heart up between your shoulder blades. With your breath, 2 more times. And after that third cat, come to neutral. Walk the hands forward about 1 hand's length. Tuck the toes. Inhale, lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Press down through the palms as you lift up. And then as you exhale, reach the heels towards the floor. Doesn't matter if they get there. We just want to stretch the backs of the legs. We want the spine to be long, the lower ribs hugging in. Take a breath here. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and walk your feet to meet your hands top of the mat. Folding over the legs, Uttanasana, release the crown of your head. Nod the head yes and shake it no. Fingertips find the tops of the shins. With your inhale, lengthen, soft knees, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms to the sides, up towards the ceiling. Exhale, grab a hold of the left wrist with the right hand. Reach up and over to your right. Breathe into the left side body. And with your inhale, back up through center. Switch the clasp of the hands. Exhale, up and over to your left. Breathe into the right ribs. Inhale up through center. Exhale, swan dive down, Uttanasana, forward bend. Fingertips to the tops of the shins and inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fingertips to the floor. Take the right foot to the back of the mat and lower the knee down. Anjaneyasana here, untuck the toes. Fingertips can stay to the floor of the blocks as you let the hips move forward. So this is one option. A second option, hands up to the top of the thigh. A third option is to lift the arms. Few breaths in whatever you choose. Stretching that front of the right thigh. If you're not feeling it, try dragging your left heel back towards your right knee. So really squaring the hips and letting the hips move towards the earth. One more inhale here. Exhale, fingertips to the ground. Plant the palms, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, reach the left foot back to meet the right. Let's hold a plank. Knees can be raised or lowered, belly drawing up and in to support you from the earth. One breath in here as you exhale, elbows bend just outside the ribs, lower the hips and the heart to the floor. And let's take a cobra with no hands. So we'll hover the hands, untuck the toes. With your inhale, pull the shoulder blades together, lift the heart away from the floor. Back of the neck stays long instead of lifting the gaze. Breathing here, awakening the back of the body, One more breath in, lift a little higher. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Plant the palms. Inhale, press up through your half or full plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more inhale. Exhaling to bend your knees, look forward, walk or hop your feet to the front of your mat. Forward bending. Release the crown of your head. Fingertips to the tops of the shins. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Fingertips find the floor. Take the left foot back behind you. Lower the knee. Untuck your toes. Find your version of Anjaneyasana. You can keep the fingertips on the floor or blocks, or bring hands to the top of the thigh, or lift the arms. Whatever you choose, right heel pulling back towards left knee. The rest of the body lifting up, finding that stretch to the front of your left hip flexor as it moves down and forward. And then find your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, palms to the floor. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Inhale, reach the right foot back to meet the left plank. Exhale here. One more breath in. And exhale. Lower knees can always come down first, then hips and heart to the floor. Once again, untuck the toes, hover the hands, inhale, cobra, lead from the back of the heart as if there's a string attached to the back of your heart and it's lifting you. Take a breath in, exhale, forehead to the floor. Tuck the toes, inhale up through your half or full plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take the hips back. Take a breath in here. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Walk or hop your feet to meet your hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, palms together and in through the heart. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands to the sides, and inhale, lift the arms out and up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale, halfway up and lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, take the feet back behind you. Downward facing dog. Inhale, shoulders over your wrist. Exhale, lower down in one long line to the earth. Knees can always come first. Arms alongside the sides of the body, forehead to the mat. Pull the tips of your shoulder blades together. Lift the tops of the shoulders away from the earth. And then inhale, lift the back of the heart, lift the hands, lift the head. Loka Shalabhasana. Back of the neck stays long. Option to lift the tops of the feet. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Reach the right arm forward, roll over your right shoulder and onto your back, finding your way back into the middle of your mat. Knees are bent, feet to the floor. With your inhale, lift the right leg up into the sky. Turn your right toes and your right knee out and cross the ankle over your left leg. And then if you'd like to draw that left leg in, you're welcome to. Finding the stretch deep in the right buttock. Right foot stays flexed. You can grab a hold of the back of the leg if you'd like. And then think about pressing the tailbone down and finding a little bit of lift in your lower back here. One more breath in. Exhale, left foot to the floor. Inhale, right leg reaches up. Exhale, right foot to the floor. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Turn the right toes and the right knee out. Cross the left knee, not right knee, and pull the right leg in. Left foot is flexed. Grab a hold of the back of the right thigh. And then try to press the tailbone down into the floor, rolling the pelvis forward anteriorly. Lower back lifts a little bit. We're looking for a sensation deep in the right buttock. One more inhale. Exhale, bring the right foot to the floor. Inhale, the left foot reaches up. And exhale, the foot comes down. Inhale, reach the arms back and stretch. Reach the legs long. And exhale, go ahead and release the arms to the sides of the body. And we'll just take a short Shavasana here. You're welcome to stay longer if you'd like. If you do stay longer, you might want to place the blanket underneath your head or your knees, or put your legs up on a chair or couch. letting the body soften and release, heavy into the floor. And take a few deep breaths. Bringing life and energy back into the body. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. With your inhale, stretch the arms back. Exhale, engage the belly, bend the knees. Roll to one side. Take a breath in here. Breath out. Press into the hand. Inhale, press up to seated. And find yourself in your neutral seated position. And take a moment just to notice a difference or a shift in the way your body feels, your mind, thoughts, or energy. And thanks for practicing with me. Namaste.